Welcome to September's Leetcode Challenge. Today's problem is house robber. New setup, new attitude. So you are a professional robber planning to rob houses along a street. Each house has a certain amount of money stashed, and the only constraint stopping you from robbing each of them is that adjacent houses have security systems connected and will automatically contact police if two adjacent houses are broken into on the same night. That's a very weird security system, but whatever. Here's the so we are given a list of non-negative integers representing the amounts of money in each house. Now determine the maximum amount of money you can rob without alerting the police. So if we had a block of houses that look like this, we can see that we want to rob 3 and 1 and get a maximum of 4. Here we would rob, let's see, 2, 9, no, 2, 9, 1. So that would be 12. Yeah, so this is a dynamic programming solution. You could solve this recursively, but it's actually a very classic DP problem. One that honestly is hard to figure out on your own. It's one that I think is better to just memorize. So basically, if we have, let's say, a list of houses, right? So let's say that we had this list of houses here. We want to divide this up into sub-problems and figure out, well, at each point as we go through each level of house, what would be the best choice? So say that we start with house number 3 here. Is it better to rob this house and this house, or is it better to rob the house previous? Because that's kind of our options, right? We could either rob house 3 and 9, or we can rob house 10. And clearly, it'd be better to rob both these two houses and get a maximum of 12. Now we move on, and what we want to do is have some sort of value in here that's going to say, well, at this point, this would be the maximum amount, this would be the maximum amount. So at this, we would say, hey, is it better to rob this house and take the previous amount that we could with the previous house here, 10, or is it just better to go with what we robbed before here with 12 and skip this house? So here we can see we can do 11 or 12, and we want 12, right? So we'll get 12 instead. Now, same thing here. Is it better to rob this and this with the maximum profit there? It's 22, or is it better to keep that 22 on? And we just continue on that sort of logic. So you can imagine if this is like a matrix where we would be searching like our two choices to find the maximum. But we don't need to have a matrix. We just need some sort of array to store the previous two amounts, whether we want to rob this house and the previous house like 2 blocks down, or do we want to just skip this house and rob the house before and keep that profit. All right, so let's start with thinking about some edge cases here. We know that since this is a DP problem, we have to have some sort of like base amounts that we need, right? If we only had 1 house or 2 houses or 0 houses, the answer is pretty simple. If not nums, then we just return 0 since there's no houses. And if the length of nums is less than 3, then we want to return the max of either 1 or 2 houses, right? So just return the max of nums. And that would be kind of our edge cases here. Now, other than that, we want to first start off by creating a DP array. And this is just going to be a list of integers with the length of nums. So we'll just multiply that with the length of nums. Okay, now we first need to initialize like the first 2 values, right? Well, the first house, we know that we only have 1 choice there. So it would just be equal to num0. And the second house, we could either rob this house or skip this house and rob the previous house instead. So that would just be the max between these two. It'd either be max of nums0 or max of nums1. So now that we have this, now we can begin our algorithm. We're going to say for I in range of starting from the 3rd house all the way to the length of the end nums. We'll say, hey, what is our best option here? Do we want to either skip this house or rob this house and take whatever profit we had from before? So dpi is going to be equal to the max of, let's see, rob this house and take the profit from the previous 2 houses before. So we take our dp and we say I minus 2. Or just skip this one and say, just take whatever we had in I minus 1. Now, at the very end, we're going to have our maximum amount of profit we could have taken at the very last house. And that's going to be dp, say, the very last one. You can make that length of nums minus 1 if you want, but this is fine. And let me think. Are there any edge cases that I'm missing? I don't think so. Let's go ahead and submit that. And there we go, accepted. So this is the classic solution. There are ways that you could kind of get rid of this array, because honestly, you only need those two values from before, right? You need the two choices of whether we want to skip this house or we want to rob this house and take the profit that we had from two houses before. So you can do that, but I'm not going to go into that right now. I think this is fine. It's more understandable anyway. So yeah, that's it. All right, so thanks for watching my channel, and remember, do not trust me. I know nothing.